Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm in my car.
Yeah, I'm Ryan Token, and this
All right.
hey there, and this is part of my team. This is Beef McFat. This this is Carlito, and yeah, we're just part of this self-driving vroom vroom car 300 team. It's like AI self-drive. I don't know why Carlito's a little bit high today. You got to understand we've been working really hard, and he
It's
makes
my Friday.
yeah, yep.
Okay.
It's the way the team works here. And yeah, we're just looking for people to be test drivers in self-driving cars. We've already started driving them all over Los Angeles, and yeah, we're gonna have 80 of them on the roads by the end of this year, or by the end of 2018. So we're looking for drivers to do about 8 hours a day shifts.
Mm-hmm.
And Carlito, are you sober enough to? Do you have questions or?
Yeah, of course. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Nice to meet you. I've had a lot of stuff to do here, so if you excuse my appearance, I've been working 32 hours straight.
He actually always looks like that. But yeah.
Yeah. So first question for you, ma'am. Do you have a clean driving record?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any experience with automated vehicles?
The driverless vehicles, no.
Okay, all right. How would you rate your driving on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 the best, 1 the worst.
Probably about an 8.
Okay, and what about in terms of like a man driving? Would you rate yourself still in an 8?
Oh, yes.
Okay, all right. So do you believe that there's a difference, inherent difference between the way women and men drive on average?
There is. I used to teach people how to drive, so I did find those differences.
Okay, all right. What kind of differences are these that you've run into, that you've noticed with women drivers?
The men were a bit more aggressive.
Okay.
When I was teaching them. So I used to teach people how to drive buses, so it was a very detailed process.
Okay.
The women seem to take everything into consideration. They seem to be a little bit more cautious. Maybe it's that maternal instinct because, that's just how most of us are.
You have to protect your vulva.
Correct.
Do you have any allergies to carbon monoxide by chance?
No.
Because we're doing this thing like there's all the self-driving cars are supposed to be electric, but we can't afford that yet. So we're using gas-powered cars, but we've rerouted the muffler into the car so that they can't tell that the emissions are coming out. And we found that it is possible to go at 8 hours like that per day, but it's your eyes are going to water. It's going to be a little uncomfortable, but we've got to fool them into thinking it's electric cars just for now, just for the first year or so.
Oh, okay, I see.
Do you have any allergies to carbon monoxide or poisoning or?
No.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yep.
Just to give you a little more information, what we're trying to do, we're trying to create a vehicle that will customize itself to you, the driver, first and foremost. Now, one of the things we're looking at is, are you familiar with the breathalyzer test on a vehicle, the breath locks, where you have to blow into the actual to get it started? If you've had a history of drunk driving, we've noticed a significant increase in vehicular homicides when women are going through basically their menstrual cycle that time of the month. So what we're working on here is the seat itself will have a device that you can urinate into when you first sit down, and that will detect where along you are in your ovarian cycle for the month. I know it sounds crazy, but and in that case, if you happen to be at a certain period of time within your menstrual cycle where you're more susceptible to get angry, let's say, or experience road rage symptoms, the vehicle will not start. It will not let you basically operate the vehicle. Do you feel that will be an intrusion of your privacy? Or, I mean, if it's...
Well, I don't have that cycle anymore, so it shouldn't be a problem.
You don't have that cycle anymore.
No.
Why is that?
I've passed that point already. I've already passed menopause.
I'll mark that off.
So you have what, a couple weeks left, or?
Oh no, I don't have any. I don't get a cycle anymore. I haven't gotten a cycle for at least the last 5 to 7 years.
These aren't cycles, these are cars, ma'am. They're like self-driving cars. They're going to be like compact cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Now, let's say if let's say if 20 years ago, 30, maybe 40 years ago, in your case, would you feel that was an invasion of your privacy to have the car start?
I probably would.
Okay. All right.
Probably.
Are you still willing to urinate onto the car seat before the car starts at this point, just to be sure? We need to be 100% sure that we don't get any false positives, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I probably would not be, would not want to do that.
Okay.
You wouldn't be sitting in it, you know, it's like a whole system. It works pretty well. We may just have to have you do that just as part of the self-driving experience.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be safe, you know? Just make sure it all works. It's Carlito's idea. He's part of the design team.
Thinking outside the box here.
Yep.
What if we're also thinking about a projectile shoe that can come from the back seat to the front and hit you in the head if you're acting up?
Just like you can't be texting is what he's saying.
Yeah, like kids, what they do.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, driving a school bus, I've had a few things fly at me, so.
Okay. All right.
So that's a yes on the projectile shoe?
Sure.
It'll be like on one of those scissor things, like, and you know, like, and then it comes back. Okay, cool. I'm gonna write that.
All right, and then we have next on the list is fart absorbing seat cushions.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Do you fart a lot?
What's that?
Do you fart a lot?
I guess on a regular basis, if there's such a thing.
Okay, all right.
Would you be willing to fart into the seat cushion to see if it works correctly or not for us?
Sure. Yeah, that I could do.
All right, good. You may be required to fart for the vehicle to start. It's our fart to start program.
These names they come up with are crazy over in the design lab.
I just came up fart to start. You know, we thought we had a whole campaign, fart to start, and we have a basset hound that comes out and he sits down. He's like, real loud, and the car starts. Yeah. No?
Okay.
Not your type of thing. All right. That might be it for my ideas, I think.
Like for the first few months, probably instead of a self-driving car, we're going to have this guy in the trunk just pretending to drive. Like he's going to actually be controlling the car. He'll be hidden in the trunk because we don't want people to know that it's not self-driving and that it's not electric. So you will be a test driver, but there will also be a guy in the trunk, like hunched down in there with a kind of a view screen of, you know, the front dashboard area, and he'll just be driving around town. We're assuming that's safe. So far, no, we haven't been in any serious accidents with that. But you will be able to take over if something happens, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's just to get us going until we get the self-driving stuff perfected up to Waymo levels, Google levels.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is that okay? Like, you don't mind some guy in the trunk?
That doesn't sound safe to me. One rear ender and he's a goner.
Yeah, we're gonna reinforce it. We're gonna put like a roll cage in the trunk. Yeah, but you know he's we got a lot of them, so if one gets hurt, then we got someone else. We're gonna have 80 of these on the road by the end of the year, so we got a lot of people in the trunk. In the trunks, we've got all 3 shifts covered. It's cool. Don't worry about it.
And this is a legitimate thing that you guys are coming up with all, the fart start and the
fart to start.
Guy in the trunk.
Fart to start. It's a
the fart
trademark.
To start is probably going to stick with me from now until I don't know when.
Yep. But everyone has to fart every once in a while, so it'll work. You know, it's a novel way to, so you don't have to have keys. You don't have to have keys anymore. You just fart.
Yeah, we've partnered with a company that's invented the first blood alcohol detection tests via farts. So,
Wow.
So we're looking to see if we can use that as a unlock mechanism for alcoholics who don't have working mouths, or maybe they don't have a head. You know, maybe they don't have a head, but they have an ass. So we could use, you know, because that's not fair to people who don't have the head part in the body.
You know, I don't think this is going to really work for me that well.
No, it's a self-driving car, so even though you're a woman, it'll work.
Mm-hmm. I understand, but I don't. Probably is not something I want to get into.
Well,
It just all these things sound really, really far-fetched.
which part is the part that really is it like
all
the
of it sounds far-fetched. I mean, to urinate on the seat, the farting of the car, having the guy in the back.
what about the boot to the back of the head? That part's cool, right?
Well, no one wants to get hit in the back of the head. I mean,
Yeah,
everything sounds like a little beyond. It sounds more like one of these. God, I can't think of it. This sounds like one of these jokester things that I see on TV.
No, it's just a self-driving car startup, Silicon Valley, just like the others.
Wow.
Yep. It's just we got some different ideas than what are typically in self-driving programs.
I mean, we didn't poo-poo on your idea, on you coming here. I mean, you're speaking of far-fetched ideas, and you're saying, I'm going to say female driver, 8 out of 10. That's kind of far-fetched, but we're still here talking to you.
We're not making fun of your glasses, so.
No. The fact that you look like a poor Drew Carey.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, thanks a lot.
Well, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you and your stupid ass.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
You started it with the whole. This is whatever you said. Beef fart.
No. I was getting ready to introduce you as Beef McFaggot.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have ideas? Like, do you know what we're doing?
I don't. I'm just getting drunk and high in the hopes of something,
Okay.